on term limits?
I don't support term limits. I don't. I support them on the presidency, obviously. I mean, they're already constitutional now because the power is vested in one person in office, but we already have term limits. They're called elections.
That's right.
And I don't say that because I'm interested in, really, I'm not. I mean, listen, folks, it's an uphill battle. I just don't think, I think it kind of forces on voters a choice they don't necessarily, you already have term limits. You know, and then people say, well, you know, Barbara Mikulski's been in office forever. Okay, let's vote her out. Someone run. I mean, I got off the couch and did it. I don't want Ben Cardin to be forced out. We can win on the issues. We don't need, I just don't support term, I don't. I mean, the presidency is different because the power is vested in one specific body, one breathing person, and that's a lot of power. But, you know, you do 435 in Congress, 100 in the Senate. I don't support that. We already have term limits. They're called elections. So, you know, I just don't support them. So.
What would you be campaigning against Senator Cardin on specifically with respect to his record?
Oh, geez, where do we start? Well, one, we have a tailored, we're working on a I have two fantastic consultants. They, between them, they've been involved in 2 presidential elections and a gubernatorial in California, all successful. Yeah, these guys are great. We have a conference call every day, and the message is different everywhere. You know, where are we going to compete in Baltimore City? We're going to compete on the education issue because he can't defend himself. What's he going to say? No, I really support choice. You should go. I want choice in education. I want your kid to get an education. But they got to go to that school. But that school doesn't work. No, they still have to go there. No, but I'm for you. Are you really? Well, they're not going to be. We start knocking on doors in Baltimore City and Prince George's County and doing forums over there and YouTube videos. Wait till he sees my YouTube videos. They're pretty good. One of them's gotten quasi-viral already. They asked me how we were going to win in Maryland. I did this passionate rant up at the Urbana Festival. I keep getting it kicked back to me. So that in the inner city of Baltimore and Prince George's County, how are we going to compete in the suburbs? We're going to compete with people who are just tired of money being taken out of their pocket and siphoned off into the government. Isn't it ironic that compromise always means more of your money going to the government? We need a balanced approach. What does that mean? The balance in your checkbook goes down? People are frustrated. They're really upset. You go to Anne Arundel County, my next door neighbor, who's a great friend of mine, is about as independent, I'd say leaning left as they get. She's finished. She's done. You want to talk about the soccer mom? She's not the only one. All you have to do is bring up the issue. How much more in taxes are you willing to pay? How much more are you willing to pay to cure a national deficit that'll never be cured? You know, look this up. This guy, Richard Vedder, is a great study. He showed over time on the low end, that for every dollar in tax increases in a fiscal adjustment, they spent $1.13 more. How much are you willing to pay? Oh, I'll pay another $1. Okay, you owe $1.13. I'll pay $2. Okay, you owe $2.26. Wait, this isn't working out like I thought. It's never worked out like you thought. That's why we're $14 trillion in debt. You know, when you say this to people even on the left, they go, that's not true. Okay, here's the study. His name's Richard Vedder. Look it up yourself. That's the low end, folks. The high end was $1.80. I call it the low end because I don't want people to start crying. I mean, that's how bad it's gotten. That message is going to resonate. It really has been. I can't recall doing one of these meetings or forums or Republican clubs where, you know, granted, it's a semi-attentive audience. Most people are Republicans, but even the independents there leave. Is that true? So it's true. Look it up yourself. I'm not making it up. Google's great for that. You know, did you hear about the FEHB for Medicare? School choice, vouchers, year-round schooling, meritocracies, parent trainers. It's school choice has to be number one. I mean, is the free market failed anywhere on earth? Is there anywhere you can? Is there any scientific study on a free market capitalism failure you can indicate? That's the difference between me and Card. Ben Card believes government knows better than you. If you believe government, have some people in government, your elected officials, even me if I'm lucky to get elected, have some kind of powers of intellect that I know better how to allocate your capital and money and time than you do, I'm not your guy. I don't believe that at all. Government is not there to be your spiritual advisor and to be they're not there to make your poverty comfortable and to, you know, declare your new rights. You know what happens, sir? You know, Ben Cardin thinks healthcare is a right. That's a great statement. Healthcare is a right. No, it's not a right. It's someone else's obligation when you declare it a right. That's the difference between me and Ben Cardin, okay? I don't believe in that. I don't believe in declaring a health care a right. We are the most benevolent country on earth. We will never let people die in the streets. We've had mutual aid societies before government took charity on itself and failed. He's declared health care a right now, which means my brother-in-law and any doctor in this room, if it's a right, is obligated to provide it for free. Just walk on in, right? Hey, sir, I want my medical, sir. It's my right. Really? That's funny. My brother-in-law has a mortgage to pay. He went to school till he was 45 years old. Is that your right? Hey, I got the sniffles, so I'm coming over to your house tonight. You know, rights sound fantastic when Ben Cardin talks about it. So granted, I can talk about, I don't want to waste your time with you. You're right, what are the solutions? The FEHB on Medicare, introducing competition and controlling costs. School choice. On the economy, quite simple. Cut taxes across the board. Streamline, flatten, run the tax code. Everybody pays. If government's working, everybody pays. Every single person pays. That's the problem. They say, well, just $5,000 or below. No, because then it creeps to 6 and 20. Next thing you know, at $44,000 a year, you're not paying taxes. If government's worth it, everybody pays. And when everybody buys in, you'll see the failure of the government to provide things that the private sector could have done better. Every time. People don't do it because they, frankly, they don't pay. They just don't buy into this one. But again, thanks for having me.